smaller than me. So.
Hey folks, this is Scott here on the Moto camping trip, and I am in Robbinsville, North Carolina, and I have made a great friend, Mr. Wade from Ontario, Canada. And I'm going to let him talk to you. We're not going to take a lot of time here. He's cooking his lunch, or I'm sorry, dinner over here. We call it dinner, so some people call it supper. I call it supper. Wade, you've been coming here for a number of years, right?
5, 6 years.
5 or 6 years?
Yeah.
Yep.
As often as possible.
Now, how did you find this place, Wade?
So I was at a bike meet in Ontario, and somebody mentioned the place, and we came, and we've been coming ever since.
You fell in love with it, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
You love this
First
place.
time. It's very quiet at night.
Yeah.
And you're here to ride, and that's what you do.
Well, I did a video. I went up to the top of the hill and I got winded. I said, look at the peaceful of this place. And I said, do you hear that? And this is what we heard.
This is pretty much what you hear day and night.
Yeah. So tell me this. You've been to a lot of places, I'm assuming, way more than this here. You rank this pretty high on your bucket list, this whole area, the Cherohala Highway and things like that?
It's on the top.
It's on the top?
I'm from the East Coast, and you can ride the East Coast.
Yeah. When you say East Coast of Canada, right?
Yeah, Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
And you have the Cabot Trail.
Right.
A bad road here is better than a good road there.
Is that right?
So I come here to do my riding. I go there to visit family.
Gotcha.
So,
I've met other Canadians today, by the way, at the Family Dollar store. They come down here. Now, they do tell me this, and I'm going to fast forward and we're going to come back to this. The dollar is worth a little bit more than, say, the Canadian dollar. So it's
$1.40.
So it's a little bit more expensive for you to come here and buy your things, I'm assuming, right?
It's still cheaper for us.
Is it?
Gas is cheaper. Alcohol is cheaper.
Yeah, of
Dairy
course.
products are cheaper.
Are they now? Okay.
But food?
Yeah.
Hey, it's more.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because you and I talked about this, yesterday or was it earlier? We Americans are getting slaughtered on food prices.
You're screwed.
Well, no, it's okay. Hey,
you're actually screwed on the food.
Well, we're not screwed. We are screwed and tattooed is what I'd say, right?
Because
you hear that from Canada, right?
5 pounds of potatoes. I paid almost $6 last time I was here last year.
Yeah.
Well, in Canada, they have them on sale for $2. For 10
$2?
pounds.
Oh,
for
Lord.
10 pounds.
Hey, Canada, folks, $2 for potatoes. Hey, and for my friends out there, I grow my own potatoes.
It's up around 5 and change, but there's always somebody's got it on sale.
Right. All right, I'll tell you what, without killing your time, I know you're doing some cooking. Let me get a quick view of I know you're cooking. Do you guys call it dinner or supper up there in Canada?
Well, whatever, it's called a meal.
It's a meal.
Well, I haven't cooked yet. It's all right here in the jar.
Okay.
So,
you're getting ready to cook. Oh, you're getting ready to cook. He's getting ready.
I'm cleaning the thing so I can wash it.
He's cooking something he eats a little bit more healthier than I do.
Well, I have to.
Yeah, he's got a little surgery coming up. We won't go into all that there. But with that being said, now let me ask you this here, all right? And this is my first time here. Of course, I've rode some other places around Cades, Cove and Tennessee and stuff like that. But out of the different, I think we have Cherohala Skyway. We got the
Moonshiner's Run.
I'm going to do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go way down in. Don't stop short.
Okay.
Go down because there's 2 really nice waterfalls there.
What is your favorite ride out here? What would that be?
I would say the Cherohala is the one I like the best, and then the Moonshine.
The Moonshiner.
The Devil's, the Devil's Triangle is a whole different story.
Yeah. Oh, I know about it, yeah.
Yeah, the Dragon's Tail,
Yeah.
that's a destination.
Okay.
I don't go there unless I have to get over to the other side quickly. I don't want to spend 2 hours getting over there.
Well, I'm going to have to go through the Tail of the Dragon tomorrow to get to where I'm going. We talked about that.
First thing in the morning, and at around 5 o'clock, it's quiet.
Let me ask you this, and I don't know this. They have a lot of fatalities there, don't they?
It's apparently about 7 a year.
7 a year? How many wrecks per month, would you think?
Oh, there's quite a few.
20?
And it's cars and bikes. These are like they get head-ons, and they have. When you go down there, you go to there, you'll see the Tree of Shame.
We talked about the Tree of Shame, where they hang all the parts from your wrecked motorcycle in your car. Let me ask you this.
Picture of a pig. The guy hit a pig, and the pig didn't survive, and they took a picture of it. So, but the guy survived.
Did they put part of the pig in the tree?
No, just a picture. So.
Now, let me ask you this. What would you, and I already know the answer, and I think everybody out there does, what would you attribute most of these accidents to? Speed?
Yeah, because a lot of it is cars going fast. Like you get these sports cars, like today, you've seen all these sports cars, and they're flying through.
And these sport bikes.
Yeah, and the sport bikes.
Right.
You're doing the speed limit, which is between 15 and 30.
Right.
30's the top speed through the tail.
Is it now?
Yeah. Okay. I can do more than the speed limit on my bike.
And there's his bike over there.
It's a cruiser, but some push.
Yeah.
So
Now,
you
is it
go over the line
because
and a lot of them are head-ons, is what it is.
is it because these guys are going so fast they're just going across the line and they just panic at the last second?
The crotch rockets, they're sliding.
Oh, they're
out.
sliding out.
Oh yeah, they're doing 60 to 70 miles an hour, and it's a 15 to 20 mile an hour corner.
Okay. So if you've never rode the Cherohala, hey, even what we're talking about
Cherahala's got
can
some
even
pretty good turns too.
this can apply to the Cherohala also, because I'm going to tell you, I found myself drifting off and thinking about how pretty that is out there for a second.
And
1 second, right? And
turn
what
your head, and you could be in a lot of trouble.
is that right? Okay. Now you have driven or rode Cades Cove, is that right?
I've driven pretty much every road around here.
Right. Oh, so what was your opinion of the Cades Cove, that 11-mile circle? What was your thought of that?
Well, the day I went there it was crowded, so I went down in and just kept going and came right back out. Because it's supposed to be very nice.
It is,
but
yeah.
I haven't got the patience to get off the bike and walk around.
Well, when
I'm
they
out
see a
for the
bear,
ride.
it's a bottleneck. Now, I did see, and we talked about this on one of my videos, I did film bears or a bear and a lot of elk. Did you come across any wildlife when you went in there?
Elk is in Cherokee.
Oh, it is, yeah.
When you come down the mountain to Gatlinburg and stuff,
Right.
and you come down into Cherokee, right at the bottom there's elk.
Okay.
They farm, not farm, but they watch them there.
They're very protected.
Yeah. you'll see
Have you
them.
come across any bears?
Yeah, twice.
Have you now?
That went right across in front of me. One was a cub, and I stopped to look at it and I go, oh shit, the mother's got to be here someplace. Get going.
Now, where was that at now?
Just up the 129 coming in.
Oh, the 129 coming in here.
Yeah.
Not only just Cades Cove then.
You know, it's coming in here. And
Okay.
Twice I've caught a bear.
I got you. Well, I tell you what, for folks, and let's go ahead and wrap this up here. For folks who have never rode the Cherohala, or the Cherohala, is it Cherohala or Cherohala? I had one guy call it the Cherohala. For the folks who haven't ridden, say, Cades Cove, Cherohala, the Skyway or whatever, what would be the one thing you would tell the folks that want to come here?
Cherohala, if you go there, go to the museums at the other end. I don't know if you did today. Like
I did
said,
not make it to the museum.
I would definitely go in there.
Now, what do they call that museum, just for our viewers?
Couldn't tell you. I think it's a Topeka. There are just 3 buildings.
Okay.
Just when you hit the end, and you'll see them on the right-hand side. You go in there, and they have like an old car, a lot of old guns,
Okay.
and old phones, and they're museums. And
Something
then they
worth
have
seeing.
One of the history of this area.
So they can Google museums in this area. If they were going to Google it, would they Google just museums around?
On the Cherohala.
On the museums on the Cherohala, they Google
it's
that.
around the Topeka Plains.
I got you. Okay.
So, but it's you got to go see it.
Right.
It's very nice.
Okay. Well,
And the Wheels of Time in Maggie Valley.
Wheels of Time in Maggie Valley. Now, what is the Wheels of Time? What is that?
Motorcycles. Old motorcycles from the beginning all the way through, and the bikes run. They fix them there.
You know what? I've stayed in Maggie Valley in Waynesville, North Carolina, at Appalachian Pond Campground. I never knew that. I never knew that. And can you tell us one more time so I can remember?
It's on Highway 19.
Okay.
If you go to Cherokee, you go across Highway 19, you go into Maggie Valley, and it's up there on the left side. It would be going east.
All right, folks. Something else to put on your bucket list. With that being said, and you and me talked about this a while ago, let's go ahead and wrap her up there because you're getting ready for your supper/dinner. Supper if you're from Texas, right?
Yeah.
So they call this a Simple Life Campground Retreat.
Yeah.
All right. If you were going to say within a minute or less, talk to them about this place, what to expect and what not to bring here.
Well, the first time I came here, we were running late. I got in here at 11:30 at night, and they were standing right there waiting for me
Were they?
to make sure I got. That's
you got
the first. They
accommodated.
didn't know me,
Right.
and that's what he'll do. You call, and he'll come,
Right.
and they've always been good. But if you're looking for trouble, you come to the wrong place.
This is not a place you want to come to and drink and throw beer cans and raise hell at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You can drink and stuff, but keep it to a low roar. Don't be loud and obnoxious.
And respect this man's property. I noticed he lives on the hilltop up there. I did a little video on that. This is he told me on the phone, he actually interviewed me before I could come here. This is his backyard. Would you say that, Wade?
And he has video cameras all over. He knows what you do.
Right.
Like I get up in the middle of the night and I go get a coffee or whatever I do.
Right,
you know.
right.
He knows if he wants to look to see what I did, he can check.
Of course,
but
yeah.
he goes on honesty. If you're honest, you're good.
Yeah. He's had very few problems here in, I believe, 14 years. What, maybe 3 incidences or
And
something
he
like
will
that.
not put up with it. He'll tell you that if you cause too much trouble the one day, the next day he will ask you to leave.
Exactly. Now,
They have campers like families and us,
right.
bikers, and then they have the mini cars. And he has a lot of different crowds that come here every single year.
And from what I gather, there are a whole lot of repeat. I think a majority of them, or at least half of them, are repeat
I
clientele.
think there's more than half.
More than
I
half.
think it's 2/3, at least 2/3 is regular customers.
Okay. Last question: when are you going to come back?
I'm back in July.
Is that right?
And September.
You
I
know
already
what?
booked it.
Is that right?
So,
Hey,
and
book
I already just
book
told them,
ahead.
I said, like, after I get my operation, if I can,
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to ride my bike. But
Yeah.
if I can, I might come the end of next month.
I got you. And you know what? It's a little bit cooler up here in the summertime. I'm assuming, say, if you're in like Georgia, Florida line, like where I'm at.
I'm from Canada. It's not cool.
Oh, you
It's
guys.
like, I can do this.
Oh man, I don't know if I could deal with all the ice and snow. Well, man, you know what? It's been fun. Hey, thank you for doing this. This is going to be so important to our people there. This is Wade from Ontario, Canada. Hey, man, thank you.
I'll just
I appreciate you doing that.
Some kids that one day they came here and they,
Oh, yeah.
they kept looking at my bikes.
Oh, let's see if I can get up to that.
So it just,
Oh yeah, and that's another bike you have, right?
yeah, that's another one I have. And,
Right, got it.
And the kids, they just love the bike. So
Yeah.
one day I just went down and
That's at the road end down there, huh?
I just sit on the bike and I let them start it. They were happy as hell.
Well, you know what? I think I know why they like his bike, and I've got it. Can I show your bike on the video?
That's not, this one's a different one.
Well, this is a beauty here as well. Well, this is a what is this here?
It's a Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager.
Is that a nice machine or what?
My other one was a Kawasaki Vulcan Nomad.
That's a smooth rider.
This one here is just one up from the one I had, the
Yeah.
other one that the kids got on.
Right.
So, and they loved it. So, like in the future, they might be another rider, but
Right.
they were campers,
Exactly.
and I just let them know that all bikers ain't bad.
Well, I tell you what, that's a nice machine, and I heard the stereo sounds really good. And I heard the stereo a while ago. That sounds like something you'd spend some bucks on for a
2 years
vehicle.
old, 70,000 kilometers, miles. Actually, it's 140,000 kilometers.
I think we talked about this earlier. I'll wrap it up with this. That's a smooth riding Cadillac, is it not?
Oh yeah, it's like sitting on the couch.
All
I
right.
ride 14 to 15 hours to get here, and I come straight through. I don't.
And you don't stop.
No, just for gas.
I think Wade's a trooper, isn't he? All right. Thank you, Wade.
A trooper or foolish.
Well, I call it a trooper, man. Hey, you're way older than I am. Hey, I hope I can do this good when I'm a few years older. Hey, thank you. All right. There's some information for you guys out there all about this area. Hey, take it and use it. Wouldn't you say that, Wade? Take it and use it, man.
Use it, don't abuse it.
Hey, that's right. You get hey, if you abuse the privileges here, you'll probably get escorted out by your ear.
Yeah.